A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure that players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and break.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dante Moore. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Dumps it to the back. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
The kick is on its way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. More play action. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Davison. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what...
He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. To the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's caught. It's Hansen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they...
Trying to get behind the defense. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and to keep the drive alive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Hansen. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Beck. Takes the easy completion. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's hooked. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Moore with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
So now it's second and long. Throwing Moore. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away on 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds for the big completion. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Shakes off the defender. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Akron, taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Zips coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. On target. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. He's looking to pass. He's got the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Dante Moore unloads to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Davison.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires left. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He breaks a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Hooks. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up to the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll go play action with Moore. Complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing more. Pressure coming. Sliding to his left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
And this one is perfect. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Right down the middle. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Snags it, and he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. From the red zone, it's Peoples. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hill. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He'll try it again. Good, solid tackle.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Peoples again. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hill. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock right at midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the pass.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution.